Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is on alphabetic list problems. I think I finished the letter W. Like I said, I just briefly summarized the weight management with some addendum information from previous video. And other diseases start with the letter W. Common diseases actually is in my previous videos, and probably they are just in different names. So just move on to the last thing I can think is the X, letter X, Xanthoma. I think this is probably the wrapping up of this series. Start with alphabetic list of diseases. I will think about next time, next video, what to talk about. But today, let me just finish this Xanthoma, introduce to you what is this Xanthoma, what does it mean, and what does it indicate? Is there any emergency situation associated with this? Probably not. Unless really the Xanthoma is a fancy medical term for just a sac of lipid extra, actually, deposit in some area. Either one of the common places, eyelid. If you touch your eyelid, you feel some thickness, localized thickness, not compared to the rest area. It's not even, and also it's soft, like cushion-like. So that's probably indicating that you have this Xanthoma. Or in the tendons, near the tendons, one or multiple. Usually there is small, multiple, yellowish growth, actually. The Achilles tendon probably is one of the common places to have it. Or the Xanthoma deposit as not as a tumor, but as just lipid deposit around the cornea. So this just so basically this is Xanthoma, or the lipid deposit in any area, for example around the cornea, like cornea occurs. So these are all the signs indicating you have hyperlipidemia, extra lipid or fat in your body, in the circulation, and then they trapped and deposit in those areas. And either you really truly have hyperlipidemia, hypercholesterolemia, so probably that's the most common one, or you have impaired function to metabolize those lipids. So I'm going to just, for example, the pancreatitis you have, if you have chronic pancreatitis, the lipids is really secreted by the pancreas to, in addition to the bile to metabolize, affiliated with the lipid absorption metabolism. The lipase is really the enzyme to break down the fat you take in the body. So if the pancreas has problem, cannot metabolize those lipids, or the other during the metabolism on the molecular level, during the lipid fatty acid metabolism or lipid metabolism, cholesterol synthesis, or any pathway there's some deficit of enzymes, cannot break down those cholesterol. So that's also indicate probably you have this Xanthoma. So this is about the concept of this. Pretty much is a medical term. You probably just heard lipoma. Lipoma referring to the bigger one, could be under skin anywhere, but this is Xanthoma. It's kind of special term for small amount of individual. They're all sometimes like vesicles in the skin, like the face, for example. The small seems like a pus. Actually, it's not a pus. It's just the a cluster of the lipid cells over there deposit. So this is so that basically the Xanthoma, you can probably find it around the eyelids, on the face, or around the cornea, a circle that's really occurring in older people, particularly around a yellowish circle around your cornea. So this is about all around the tendons and Achilles tendons. So this is about the Xanthoma. The take-home message is really, first of all, introduced to this concept. It doesn't hurt you. It's not painful, and it doesn't bother you unless the Xanthoma is huge enough on the eyelid, cause the drooping. But usually it's not. or unless the cornea arcus is huge enough, impaired vision. Usually it's not. So these are the asymptomatic. It's there, just extra fat, and really indicating serious conditions. Your body either have too much lipid or cholesterol accumulated, or there's some enzyme deficit to metabolize the lipids. Because not every patient with hypercholesterolemia or hyperlipidemia have this kind of xanthoma. So sometimes there's a certain percentage of people have this. So this is xanthoma. In terms of management, I think the reticle management is not xanthoma themselves, unless it's cosmetically affect your eyelid or on your Achilles tendons or in the face. Usually it's because they're not symptomatic, unless on the facial area complicated by the infections. So the radical management is really the hyperlipidemia and or the hypercholesterolemia. So really they manage the lipid level. These I think have been mentioned so many times. Lifestyle modifications and decrease fat or carbohydrates intake, taking medications. If you have this hypercholesterolemia or hyperlipidemia, particularly if you have family history, take medication. Statin probably is enough or probably is not enough. Add something more. Anyways, if you have it, talk to your physician to check your blood cholesterol level and other lipid like a triglyceride level, HDL, LDL, so etc. You probably know it. But and also in terms of the video series streaming of this alphabetic list, I think today is the wrapping up, the last one. So I'm going to think of something else. The purpose for this video continuously, I say it is for the general population with or without medical background, and just caring about your health and just get yourself familiarized with these diseases, common diseases, presentations, and the signs for the emergency. For the next series of video, I think I just, on top of that, for the general population, I probably bring some more depth, wide coverage for medical professionals, either students or working in the clinics, and some health professional or practitioners or physicians, I think in the deeper concept. So I'm going to stop here, and thank you for watching, and probably I'll see you next time.